This is a common interview question in a binary tree concept. So we will be given a root and a target sum. We need to find whether from adding from the root and till the leaf node we get the target sum or not. Okay. Let's see about the logic of this problem. Our target sum is 22. So we have root as 5. Okay. So we will be subtracting the target sum with our current root's value. Okay. So our current root is 5. So our value is 5, right? So we will be subtracting this 5 with the target sum. So after subtraction we will have 17 as the value. Okay, we will get 17. After that we will go to the next node. Okay, so we will go to the next node. We will subtract the next node's value with this 17. Okay, so what we will do is 17 minus 4 now. So we have 13. We have 13 as the value. Then we will go to the next node. Okay, we will go to the next node. Then we will subtract this value with the next node's value. Okay, so 13 minus 11 we have 2, right? We will go to the next node. So next node is the last leaf node, right? So we will check whether this value is equal with the root's value. Okay, but it is not equal, right? So this path doesn't forms the target sum. Okay, okay. So then we will go to the next path. We can check the next path. Okay, so we will have first 5 as our root. So yeah, after subtraction we will have 17. Then we will subtract it with the next root's value. Then we will go to the next node. We will subtract it with the next root's value. So we have 2, right? At last we have 2. So we are checking whether it is equal to the leaf node or not. Yes, here it is equal, right? So what does it means? This path is there. No, this path forms the target sum. Let's translate our logic into code. We need to traverse from the root node till the leaf node, right? So while traversing, we can subtract the target sum with the root's value. Okay, so if we do that at the end of the leaf node, we can compare whether the target sum is equal to the leaf node's value or not. At first, we are passing our root value and target sum. Our root value currently is 5. Okay, initially we will be checking whether the root is null or not, because if the root is null there is no target sum we can find, right? So if the root is null, then there is no target sum, so it is false. We are checking whether the root is a leaf node or not. Why we have to do this is because if it is a leaf node, if both its left and right children are null, then it is a leaf node. So if we came to the leaf node, we can compare the target sum with the leaf node's value. But here we are not at the leaf node currently, we are at the root. So it has children, right? So we can call the same function by subtracting the target sum with the root node's value and the next sum. Okay, so what we'll be doing here is we'll be calling our next node's value. So we will be calling the next node's value. We will be calling the left children. Now then we are at the same time we are subtracting the target sum. So our target sum currently is 22, right? So 22 minus the root value is 5, right? So our root value is 5. So we are subtracting the values and we are calling the function again. At the node 4, we are checking whether the node is leaf node or not. No, it is not a leaf node. So what we are doing is we are subtracting the target sum with the root node's value and then passing to the same function. Okay, so now our target sum is 17, right? 17, and our root's value is 4. So we are subtracting, we will get 13, and we are calling the same function again with these values. Now we are currently at node 11. We are checking whether this node is a leaf node or not. No, it is not a leaf node. So we can subtract the target sum with this node, right? Our target sum is 13. 13 is our target sum and our node's value is 11, right? So we have 2 as the value. We are calling the same function using these values. Okay. Now currently we are at 7th node. Okay, not 7. We are checking whether it is a leaf node. Yes, it is a leaf node because its left and right children are null. It don't have any left or right children. So it is a leaf node. We came to the end of a path, right? So we can compare whether the target sum is equal to the root's value or not. We are comparing, but here there is no equality, right? It is not equal, so it will return false. Okay, so if it is equal, it will return true. But it is not true, it is false, so it will return false. We have our return keyword here. It will return false. So where it will return is, it will return where the function called it. Who called it? This function has called it, right? So it will return false to this function. Okay, so to this function it will return false. So we have false here. Now this method is completed, so it moves to the next. Okay, so we have or, then we are again calling the same function but using the right children. Okay, by using the right children we are calling the same children. Okay, so we have 11 as the root now, right? We have 11 as the root. So roots right is 2. We have 2 as roots, right? So we are calling the second knot. Okay, not 2, not second knot. We are calling the knot 2. Then our target sum is 13 here, right? So 13 minus 11. Currently at knot 2, we are checking whether the knot 2 is leaf node or not. Okay, so left and right children is null, so it is a leaf node. Then what we are doing is we are comparing it with the target. We are comparing the roots value with the target value, whether it is equal to or not. Here it is equal, right? If it is equal, it will return true. So it will return true to its caller. Call this function, this method call this function, right? So it will return true to this method. Okay, so we will have true here now. So see here, false or true. False or true is true, right? So it will return true. Where it will return true, it will return to its caller. Okay, so who called this function? Who called this function? So it is called here, right? So it will return true here. It will return the true to its parent. So who called the not 11? 4 called it, right? So it will return true. Then who called the 4? 5 called it, right? So it will return true to the 5. Okay, so we will be calling the knots one by one. Then after a value is returned, so it will pass the value upwards to all its parents.